sorry about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome AMD President and CEO, Dr. Lisa Su.
Welcome, welcome. How are you guys all doing? All right, welcome to our next Ryzen gaming event. This is like a phenomenal crowd. It's so good to see you all here today in the theater at E3. Are you guys having fun?
Yeah.
Okay, and thank you to all the gamers who are joining us on the live stream around the world. We have an incredible, incredible show for you today. You know, E3 is an amazing place, and every year, millions of gamers look forward to seeing new games and new gaming technology. And so we are just super excited to be here today with you to unveil some of our newest and most important gaming technologies and partnerships. And we have a lot in store for you today. We will be joined by the one and only Jeff Keighley, so let's give him a big round of applause.
Yeah. Okay,
and
is
we
it
also have some
really
amazing
too loud?
partners. You're going to see some amazing stuff this afternoon.
Turn it down a bit.
So let's go ahead and get started. Are you ready? Yeah! Okay, so look, as we just saw in the video, today is all about the question, what's next? Our goal at AMD is to push the envelope on technology, and the entire team is always asking, what's next? So whether it's what's next in PCs, or what's next in consoles, or what's next in the cloud, we're going to show you some really exciting stuff that just answers that question of what's next. So you've heard me say how much AMD loves gamers. Have you heard me say that? Yeah! So we love you. And our goal is to give you exactly what you want. And, you know, the fact is, you're the smartest and most demanding tech guys in the world. Is that true?
Yeah.
So you expect the best of everything. The highest possible frame rates, the best quality, the most incredibly responsive and immersive experiences. And most importantly, these days, you want to be able to play and share and experience across every platform. And to deliver that incredible gaming experience, you actually need two things. You first need incredible breakthrough hardware. And in addition to that, you also need breakthrough games. And you need these two to really be optimized together to create that next level of gaming performance. And frankly, you know, sometimes the hardware gets a little ahead, and sometimes the software gets a little bit ahead. But it hasn't always been in sync across platforms when you play across PCs or consoles or the cloud. However, starting now, we're going to change that. We have the opportunity together with our partners to bring the best technology has to offer to gaming across hardware, software, and platforms. And that is our vision for gaming. Do you like that? So look, it's an incredibly exciting time for gamers everywhere. Just take a look across all of the most exciting platforms. When we think about gaming, graphics is at the heart of gaming, and AMD Radeon is truly everywhere. Just look at every category of the market, whether you're talking about PCs, or you're talking about notebooks, or desktops, or Macs, or game consoles, or the cloud, or now even mobile, with our new partnership between AMD and Samsung to power future mobile devices. We are making Radeon the most widespread graphics engine in gaming. And now, at AMD, I've told you we're all about pushing the envelope. And to create the best technology, you frankly have to make very big bets. And sometimes you have to make those bets 3 to 5 years out. And this year in 2019, what you're seeing is the results of some of those big bets that we actually made 3 to 5 years ago. So look, we bet on 7-nanometer process technology for faster and more efficient silicon. We bet on these new engines, and these engines are incredible. Our new Zen 2 CPU core and our new RDNA graphics architecture. And frankly, we put these things together in a really smart way. with chiplet technologies that give you great, great capability and flexibility. And so, just to give you a few examples of this technology in action, how many of you are PlayStation fans?
Yeah.
So,
I like
last
'em all.
month, Sony announced that the next-gen PlayStation would be built around AMD's new gaming architectures. And we've been working collaboratively with Sony over the last few years to build a custom chip based on the Zen 2 and the next-gen Radeon architectures. And we are incredibly excited to partner with Sony to enable their vision of the next-generation console. Now, you also heard recently that Google announced at this year's Game Developers Conference Stadia, its new cloud streaming service. And this is also powered by AMD Radeon GPUs. And you just heard a few days ago that Stadia will actually be available in November. And we look forward to seeing what that launch is going to be. It's very, very exciting. Now, let me ask, since we are at E3, how many of you caught the Xbox event yesterday? All right.
I've got to go back over it, but yes,
Totally
I saw.
action-packed.
Read a
But
good
what
bit.
you heard from Phil Spencer and the Microsoft team is they announced the next amazing chapter in our partnership, the next generation Xbox, codenamed Project Scarlet.
Scarlet, yeah.
Now, Project Scarlet is powered by a custom processor co-engineered between our team and the Microsoft team with one goal in mind, to deliver the ultimate gaming experience. And it uses our Zen 2 CPU core and our next generation Radeon RDNA gaming graphics architecture. And we're absolutely thrilled to partner with the Xbox team to enable their vision for the future of gaming. So that's a lot of platforms to be excited about. We're really excited about them. But as excited as we are about those platforms, AMD loves the PC platform.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right.
So look,
This is why
for
we're here.
all of you who love PCs and love building your own gaming rigs and love the best of technology, today is for you.
Yeah, thank you.
We're introducing today what I would call the ultimate gaming platform. And we're the only company in the world that can really bring you the best in both CPUs and GPUs. And it's frankly an incredibly exciting time for us as well as the industry, because we're introducing the brand new 3rd Gen Ryzen desktop processors.
Yeah.
And the brand new Radeon RX 5700 series graphics cards. Woo! All right, let's go ahead and get started with Ryzen, please. Are you guys excited about 3rd Gen Ryzen?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to say, the anticipation around 3rd Gen Ryzen is really impressive, okay? You guys are amazing. I mean, we were pretty excited at the 1st Gen Ryzen launch, right? Weren't those great products? And we actually love the 2nd generation Ryzen just as much. But when I read the comments from you guys and the anticipation on Reddit or Twitter or across the forums about 3rd generation Ryzen, it's truly spectacular to see the excitement in the community. So our goal is very, very simple. Our goal is to give you the best CPU for every gamer. And it all starts with the CPU core, the engine. So we are so proud of Zen 2. Zen 2, our architects just did an amazing job. It is just incredible engineering. And when you just take a look at the specs, I'll just give you a couple. 15% instructions per clock uplift. Double the cache size for lower memory latency for faster gaming. And double the floating point, which is really great for creative workloads. And if you think that we're really proud of the Zen 2 engine, when we bring this over to the product side, it's fantastic. Just take a look at this stack.
Oh, yeah.
So
12
we are
core,
extremely
$500.
excited about our
Woo.
3rd generation Ryzen 7 and Ryzen 9 stack. And if you think about it, Ryzen 7 processors, 8 cores, 16 threads. We have the new flagship Ryzen 9 3900X, which is the first 12-core processor for mainstream gamers.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And what you really see here is leadership across the board at every single price point. That was our goal. So let me just show you a little bit of the numbers, okay? Let's just start at the top of the stack and see how 3900X stacks up against the competition. All right, what we're comparing now is the 3900X against the competition's Core i9 9920X, which, by the way, is a $1,200 processor.
Ooh. Yep. That is their 12-core enthusiast.
To 12-core comparison.
Yep.
And what you see is that the 3900X wins by 14% in single-threaded performance.
And look at the TDP.
We also win in multi-threaded performance, and all of this is at 105 watts.
That is impressive.
So think about it, more performance, less power, and by the way, it's less than half the price. Now, I know some of you have also been wondering, just how does the 3900X perform in games, right? So let me show you. Let me show you first some data. And here we compare the 3900X, again, now versus the 9900K, okay? And this is across some of the top AAA gaming titles. This
Intel
is
actually
1080p,
called them out to do
so that
this.
we can really stress the CPU. And what you just see is incredible performance for these titles. Very high frame rates, essentially maximum gaming performance, where the CPU's job is to get out of the way of the GPU. And is that great or what?
Yeah. Give and take for sure.
Now look, numbers are nice, but gameplay is much better, isn't it? Yeah. So let's actually see a real-world use case for the 3900X, not just for gaming. We're going to show you gaming, but we're going to show you what you can really do when you take the 3900X for a spin. And for that, let me invite Robert to the stage.
Yeah.
Hey, Lisa.
Robert, nice shoes.
Thank you,
There.
Radeon Red. All right,
Not having a great
ladies
day.
and gentlemen, 1080p is a wonderful resolution, and lots of people choose it. But if you're a nerd like me, I have an ultra-wide 120 hertz monitor on my desk. 1440p is where I play. I hear some cheers down there. Right on, right on. All right, so 1440p is a big deal because we want to drive more pixels, drive higher frame rates. So let's take a look at Tom Clancy's Division 2 running at 1440p. Just hit World Tier 5 myself, gear score 503. If anybody else plays, hit me up, right? And what you see is a very comparable gaming experience. But what you really see
This is a massive difference.
is the Ryzen 9 3900X, this beautiful, monstrously powerful 12-core CPU delivering an incredible gaming experience. 12-core gaming chip that's uncommonly powerful. But it's deeper than that.
How to see them both
Gamers,
overclocked.
like myself, they do more than just play these
All
games.
core.
So what if we played this game and streamed it to YouTube at 10,000 kilobits using the slow OBS preset, which is just a quality preset that's so far above what most processors can do? What would that look like? Let's take a look at the stream view. This is what a viewer would see if we streamed this game on both of these processors. Yes, we did start the stream for the other guy, right?
Ooh.
Right? That is the magic of a 12-core processor for gaming. You can do things that you couldn't do before. The other guy with 8 cores, Sorry. All right, so let's take a look at the data.
Wow.
I want to show you by the numbers what you just saw. And both processors, same frame rates, but a real gaming experience from us and a smooth streaming experience for the viewer.
And not
That's
an
how it should
extremely rare thing
Fantastic.
Thanks.
Thank you, Robert.
either. Wow.
Okay, so for anyone who's wondering why you need a 12-core processor for gaming,
What about
do
16?
you believe it now? Look, we are just taking gaming and streaming to the next level. This is what we want to do. And now let's take a look at the Ryzen 7 3800X in action. You know, my point earlier was that at every price point, we're giving gamers something special. And this time, we're comparing the 3800X against the 9700K across the same titles in 1080p. And what do you see? Again, you see just fantastic frame rates, well over 200 frames per second in most games at 1080p. And of course, you know that we have double the threads, and so the 3800X just outperforms and really shines in creative workloads. So that's the Ryzen 7 stack, my friends.
Well, losing here and there, but absolutely
I said
will
I
make
have
up
something
for it
for everyone.
another.
So now
There he
let's turn
is.
to the Ryzen 5 stack.
Okay.
And frankly, there are a lot of PC users who might have a budget of, let's call it $200 to $250. And the idea is to get the best processor you can get. And for that, the Ryzen 5 family is just a perfect fit. So these guys are 6 cores, 12 threads, Ryzen 5 3600 and 3600X. They have all the benefits of the new tech. So you got the Zen 2 core, you got the new infrastructure. And again, let me show you how
PCI
these
Express
guys game,
4.0.
because they really game very, very well. Take a look versus the competition. This time it's versus the 9600K. And when you look, again, across all of these gaming metrics, the performance is frankly spectacular. It still has
Pretty
double
much
the
even,
threads
which
for
is an
creative
incredible
applications,
jump
so
from
you
where
can
they
do
were.
a lot with this guy. But as I said, we're all about showing you our products in action. So let's bring Robert back and let us show you Ryzen 5 for the first time. Robert?
All right. Yeah. Okay. I love talking about 12-core processors. I'm going to get a 12-core processor. But it's also true that most customers buy a $250 CPU. That's what people can afford. And so our job is to give you the best freaking processor you can get for $250. So I want to show you 1440p again, running CSGO. This is a very CPU-sensitive title that requires hundreds of frames per second.
Actually got better
We're
in
gonna show you
Overwatch,
side by
which is
side
really surprising.
Our $250 CPU with 6 cores and 12 threads versus theirs. And again, you see a very comparable gaming experience, upwards of 300 frames a second. And any CSGO player will tell you that every frame counts, because if you're trying to 360 no-scope someone, every frame matters. So for $250, 6 cores, 12 threads, you're getting an amazing gaming experience for a really nice price. And that, again, for any customer, is how it should be.
Fantastic.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you, Robert. All right, so that was really great. Now, there you have the entire third-generation Ryzen stack. And this is leadership everywhere, from 6 cores to 8 cores to 12 cores, leadership at every price point. And so there is a Ryzen for every one of you enthusiast gamers. And all of these are on shelf July 7th, 7/7 globally. Okay, guys, but you know, I have 2 kids, right? We have our GPUs and our CPUs. So if we had an extra GPU, we have to be fair, right? And we also have to have an extra CPU.
Oh, beyond. Was not
So,
expecting this.
I know you guys have all been wondering what
I was this
is
close to
the
just going, all right, let's start
best of
talking
the
about it.
best of Ryzen.
All right, I'll shut up. Sorry.
So earlier, you saw the 3900X. And was that just an amazing CPU?
Yeah. Heck yeah.
And now I'm happy to say yes. AMD is not only pushing gaming beyond 8 cores.
Oh,
They
man.
are not only
what?
pushing gaming to 12 cores. But I am so proud to introduce today, for
They're
the very,
doing
very
it.
first time here at E3, Meet the world's first 16-core gaming processor.
And they are really calling it gaming. Really exciting.
This is the 3950X.
Yes.
Okay, this is the best of the best. It's 16 cores.
Unbelievable.
32 threads. The highest boost frequency in our stack with a boost up to 4.7 gigahertz.
Yep, this is exactly what we saw.
Amazing
Wow.
72 megabytes of total cache. All of this at 105 watts.
That's unbelievable.
Incredible performance, incredible power, the best of the best. And you can expect to see Ryzen 9 3950X for gamers around the world this September for $749.
Wow. Wow. That's not bad at all.
So, look, we love to have fun at AMD. So we took this guy for a spin over the weekend here at E3. Take a look at some records being broken.
Today we're going to be trying to break several world records with the new Ryzen 3rd generation 3950X. We're going to be using liquid nitrogen, cooling the part way down, and see what we can do.
So we just dropped the temperature down. We're going to try to modulate it here in a certain range. We've set the BIOS for the CPU voltage, and we're going to do everything else in Ryzen Master. So we're going to set 5.3. I think Ahmed already clicked the button.
Yep.
Okay, so...
We're at the right frequency.
Okay, go.
It's running.
What? Oh. Oh, man.
Was that great or what? All right, look, we have had so much fun this afternoon, but now I really do need to wrap up. So I hope you get a feeling of how excited we are. We are so proud of our upcoming Ryzen 3000 CPUs and Radeon 5700 GPUs. You know, together they are just an amazing platform for gamers. And what I said is we want to put the best technology in every gamer's hands. And so when you put these products together, we have a leadership PC platform for every one of you out there. Leadership at every price point. That's our commitment, giving gamers the best everywhere. And we can't wait to get these products in your hands. The entire lineup will be available on shelf worldwide July 7th.
Wow. Okay, they ended it.
We hope you have a
better.
phenomenal summer building and gaming on Ryzen and Radeon. Thank you.
All right. All right. Oh, I see some people came back. Okay. All right. Obviously, the creme de la creme, the 3950X, $749. Unfortunately, available a little bit later. But, I mean, guys, this is big. 4.7 gigahertz, 3.5 gigahertz base. So when we're talking all cores at 3.5 gigahertz, that alone is really impressive. 16 cores, 32 threads, 105 watts. So that right there, and they are actually calling it gaming. But that right there, that matters. That I'm really excited for. I'm excited to see if we can overclock the GPUs, if we can overclock Navi, the 5700, 5700X, how far we can overclock it. And then absolutely Ryzen. I really want to see how far we're going to be able to overclock Ryzen. If we can get it up to that 5 gigahertz point, if we can, it's going to be massive. We're talking, I mean, think about it. We're talking cheaper, more cores, individual cores are faster. It's just all around better. And I'm not sure if anybody saw this, but Intel actually did call them out. They said, show us real, I don't have the article up here, but they basically said, one of their marketing reps came out and said, show us the real deal. Show us one of your CPUs against the 9900K. And it did seem like the 3900X was a little bit slower, kind of, maybe. I mean, very, very small margins here. which is really what you want to see, because you're also going to get tons of other features, and we're talking the same price, 2 more cores, absolutely I would suggest Ryzen in that case. If we're talking 1 frame here and there, a few frame, that's not a big deal. They've definitely made up for where they were before. I mean, Intel was really doing good in specifically games, and that's where they've improved. But anyway, they did it. So they did it. And while technically the whole thing was to say that, if you really are the king of gaming now, it was really snooty. But it was just basically, if you are that, then show us in a game. And they did. So that was impressive. That, I'm so much more excited for their CPUs than I am their GPUs. But at the same time, I want to see what the new architecture can do. I want to see what some of these new features can do. What difference does it make in the real world? But anyway, that's just kind of a really quick take on what I saw, what I gathered. Good news. Once again, not bad, but certainly disappointing. I think the timing is everything, just like Vega. Everybody was so hyped for it. And I understand that, no one really helped with that. And it was exciting because we wanted to see something better. And then we basically just got comparable for a little bit less. And at that time, it actually was a lot more just because of all the cryptocurrencies and everything. It was right around that time. But I will say this is better. It seems to be a little bit better. But let me know. Let's do this. Let me know what you guys head on over discord.gg/gamermeld. Let me know in general chat. I completely just lost what I was saying. No, let me know how high you think Ryzen will be able to get boost wise. Do you think it will be able to get to 5 gigahertz? And are you excited? And lastly, let me know. Okay, I kind of just threw that other stuff in there because I'd totally forgotten what I was trying to say. Let me know what you guys think about the little bump, the dent. There were times where I was like, that looks pretty slick. But then there were times where I'm just, it looks like she dropped it. And it's odd because the 5700 doesn't look like that. And obviously, there's more engineering that went into that. But at times, it does just kind of look like somebody just took a hammer and just hit it with it. But let me know what you think about that. At least we'll probably get a lot of memes out of it. I don't know. Anyway, have a great day. Please subscribe. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and thanks so much for the 100,000. So excited about that. Anyway, have a great day. Bye.